Hello and welcome to my second attempt at an FTL playthrough video. Just to check I've got the sound volume and music volume down this time. I hope you should be able to hear me loud and clear. I'm putting this up either way, to be honest, this time. This is probably the 9th attempt at me recording something. And yeah, so I've got colourblind mode on for anyone like Kev out there who can't actually see colours. You should be able to watch this video and enjoy it nonetheless. So I'm going to play through with the Kestrel. I'm not going to rename it because that's an awesome name for a ship, and it is an awesome looking ship. I'm going to play through on normal mode because easy seems like a pansy's option and I'm not man enough for hard, so sticking with normal seems like the best bet. I'm going for the advanced edition content because I just like the new bits to it. There are a lot of new little twists and turns that I like to play with. I didn't want to play with the square Taurus, so that's the only ship I've got unlocked. I think despite putting in a day's worth of time to this game, that is about the only achievement I've got. Getting my ship down to 1 HP and then repairing it all in one go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename the characters first off before I start, because I just think it'd be a good idea to. Now, I did go with Sheepdog on my last version, but it doesn't fit, so I'm going to avoid that by renaming this one Steve, which is me, by the way. Hello to those of you who don't know me, which I'm hoping is all of you. I'm hoping that that's how massive this has become, that nobody knows me and I've got lots of new people. Right, so accept. I'm going to make this one a lady and name it Anna after one of my co-hosts on Mature Gamer. So there's Anna. And, oh, why does it keep doing that? My mouse disappears every time I try and type in the name. And this fella here will be Kev, because it would be rude not to call one of them Kev. And we'll give him all the dog's body jobs to do, because why not? So you always start with the same guns on here, the Artemis rocket missile thingy and the burst laser 2, which I'm pretty sure I always end up with at the end of the game, which just shows how bad I am at this, that the burst laser always seems to be one of the weapons I end up with, and then I can't ever complete it. So I think that's me all set up. So the idea of these videos is that I'm going to start this now, and I'm going to play through World 1. My aim is to, I'll go through that, show you how I play and what I do and things like that. And then when I get to the end of the first sector, if I do, I will save it there and then let you guys decide whether I go on to, which sector. So it gives me a choice at the end. Usually it's either a nasty one or a good one. I want your advice. Do I go into a nebula? Do I go into whatever's there? I don't know what the options will be yet. It's different every time we play through. I'd like to hopefully get some feedback at the end of each video on what I did terribly wrong or what was a good idea during the playthrough. I'm hoping that we'll get a nice little story of the Kestrel's travels through the first, well, all the sectors until the completion. In an ideal world, I'd complete this first try, but I imagine I'll probably die around world 5 or 6, and when that happens, I'd like to look at why, and then obviously we can have another run through, and we'll call that season 2. So here we go. I'm going to press start now. For those of you not really familiar with the story, you're the last remaining Federation ship. You basically need to get to, I think it's sector 9, I might be wrong, sector 8 or 9. Everyone else is dead and gone. You're on your own, you versus the universe basically. I'm not really sure why we stole this ship, but this is the ship that the characters ended up stealing. Everything's set to basic. I suppose it'd be a pretty crummy game if they'd have just stolen the TARDIS and gone back in time and ended whatever war they're in. But we bought the most basic ship we could find, probably the one that nobody else wanted. The name was cool, but I don't know, they probably have the lightning bug or something like that they're flying through space on. That's perfectly fine. We haven't got enough points to update anything here. We're kind of stuck on 10 bits of scrap, so whoever left the ship behind left it with 10 bits of scrap just because. And yeah, here we are. So I don't anticipate myself having time to go near any of these ones in the top left. I usually plan, I'd probably go along here, distress, these ones, jump along, maybe nip across these, try and fit as many as I can. I'd loop round like that. So hopefully, as you can see my mouse there, that's enough worlds that I should generally get a good run. If things start to get a little worrying, I'll just jump straight to the exit. If I get to the exit and the Federation are still quite far to the left, then I might be risky and go back. But generally, World 1, I just kind of collect a lot of scrap and, I don't know, play it by ear. I should show you some of my tactics that I always do at the start of the game before we crack on too deep. So, at the moment, they've got Kev here on the missiles, helping me shoot more accurately. Now, at the early parts of the game, I don't think it's worth having anyone on that because, a couple of hits, people are dead. So what I like to do is have them on the video camera here, and have instead of evading, I'll have Anna keeping the doors locked, keep the heat in. I'll be driving, obviously, because I like a bit of irony. I'm the only one who doesn't drive out of the three of us in real life. What I also like to do is open up all the doors on the outside of the ship and just basically, I won't flood that one, flood the areas that I don't need. So generally my idea is if any intruders happen to jump on the ship early on and I haven't got the necessary drone to kill anyone, if they land in the middle and I've got Anna locking the doors, then they're just going to suffocate and die. If they come in the back door, they're going to suffocate and die. If they come in any other doors that are nearby, I can send everybody to the medi bay where they'll have oxygen and empty the rest of it out, suffocate them and kill them. That way, the way I see it, that usually does me proud because nobody ends up getting caught and killed. Ideally, I'd like to see these three get to the end, but obviously there's some missions that will just literally kill someone wherever they fancies it. So we'll see what happens. So speaking of death, there's a distress signal here. Could be a trap, could be someone in need of help. I'll feel very unlucky if this is a trap this early in the game, but it's completely random, so let's see what happens. Okay, distress signal on the surface of a moon. There's one life form. This could either be a murderer or it could be someone joining the crew. You invite him to join the crew. Well, hey! And he brought some Charlie with him. Okay, party time. So, he has some sort of ability. It looks like he's good at... If he's so good at evasion, why was he left on a planet on his own? Unless maybe that's why he's the last known survivor. He stayed safe away from everybody else while the planet got ravaged. Excellent. Well, that was a nice little boost there. Right, so... Early on it's a bit quiet. I mean, you'll probably find... Oh, okay, I'm saying that. There's pirates there. Stay out of this or you'll be next. Concentrate fire. Okay, right, I'm taking him out. Screw him. Let's go. Take out their weapons first. I always try and go for their oxygen. You might have noticed already that I seem to place far too much emphasis on the O2 in this game. It's not because I hate phone signal. I just think if by the off chance I manage to suffocate everyone on the ship, then it means that I can just scrap the whole thing. And if it doesn't always come off, but I like to try it because if I scrap this ship, it'll be worth sort of 50 or so, which early on will be a big boost. Now I've made a big hole in this ship there. Oh, they've made a hole in mine. Come on, Charlie, do your job. But they've got enough that I reckon I'm going to hit them with one. Cool. Okay, I'm going to leave these be for a minute and just see if my luck's in and I can suffocate them out. Because if I can, then that means I've just basically gained a little ship. Charlie can go to the med bay while things go drastically wrong for the pirate invaders. Their health's going down. This will be spectacular if the first go at fighting one of these, my sheepdog tactic works. Go on, it looks like they're giving up hope. I hope they don't fly out. There's no FTL announcements on there. I haven't got enough. If they try and go, then they're going to die because I'm going to shoot their FTL. But it looks like, yeah, victory through asphyxiation. They're dead. So that's probably my go-to tactic on this. I'm really chuffed that it worked on the first go. Where's my scrap? What's going on here? Ah, that dude cloned himself. Son of a gun. I wonder how many goes they get on that. Oh man, lesson learned. I feel a little bit sick. But not as sick as they do. Awesome sauce. So I forgot that I was saving someone's life there and not just trying to asphyxiate an entire crew. Okay, so now I've got enough points to relieve Kev of some duties. He can go chill out in the shield room. I'll leave Anna on the doors. Where's Charlie? Get back to the evasion. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm a little disappointed. I think we would have had a lot more scrap if they'd have just died. I'm really, that's actually going to smart me for the rest of the world now. But still, I mean, right, enemy FTL. So let's take that out and let's get rid of his weapons. I like these things because again, this is just free scrap, and there's already no oxygen on it, so my work is already pretty much done. They don't usually heal in this part either, so this should just be an easy little takeout. I won't bother wasting missiles on him. I only have 6 left, and I might need them for someone's O2 valves. Somewhere in the galaxy, someone's just lost their Sky TV subscription. Oh, now okay. I won't do it on this because it'll make for an incredibly boring video. But there's an excellent little add-on type thing you can do. Attention to detail on the creators part that I really enjoy, and that is that we do not accept surrender unless it's in our favour somehow. Get rid of that footle. That made him jump. Right, so you might notice here Kev's tapping away at his laptop. I assume they're laptops. This ship's hardly well spec'd, but every time, hey, a laser charger. So every time an asteroid hits my shields at the moment, Kev will do a bit of tippity tapping and get another level up on his shield. Now, the pro player that I'm definitely not would basically leave this here and go for a cup of coffee. I considered trying to make a little speed up on the video so that from your perspective no time passes really, but from my perspective 10 minutes passes. But I'm not going to do that. My wife wants to watch telly with me, and I'm going to go do that with her in a bit. But as you can see, it's still on 6. What's going on there? This should just be going up unless it needs to hit a few times. Right, interesting. I wonder if that's changed. So I've got a charge laser, charge multiple times. Oh, I remember these. So basically, that can just keep charging and charging and charging. And if I keep letting it charge, then that's how many shots it does. But it only does 2 shots. So what's the point of it? Because that one does 2 on its own. No, it does 3 on its own. Shots per charge 1, max charge shots 2, normal damage 1. Well, that's just going straight in the shop when I get a chance. I hope some idiot buys it from me. That there are some of these who just keep going and going and going and going, and you can have 8 shots if you have enough time to charge. But obviously the problem there is, when do you have 8 times to charge? Did Kev actually learn anything from that, or is he too busy playing? He's playing Football Manager again, and he. For anyone who knows of Kev, he's got his own Football Manager channel called Lolujo FM, where he plays Football Manager and commentates on it. He's probably doing that now. Look at him, just tapping away there, 100 health out of 100 health. Learned nothing from all these asteroids I'm letting rattle off the side of my ship for his benefit. It's just typical of Kev, really, isn't it? More asteroids. Great. A pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves into attack. Seems a bit of a bold decision to just lie in wait in the off chance I come stumbling that way. If I'd have gone left. Right, okay, it seems that I've gone mad and started shooting my own ship. Which, let's face it, we all knew I was capable of it, and it was probably going to happen eventually. Nice try setting fire to my airless room. It's just defying the laws of chemistry, physics, and probably a little bit of biology there. But we'll forgive it. Right, must remember to put Anna back in the door room. If she's not manning those doors when somebody tries to attack, then our whole plan falls apart at the hinges. Come on, Anna. Has Kev learned anything yet? Oh, he's doubled his level. Still not doing particularly well though. No, maybe they fixed that in the advanced version. There's a distress signal there, but I'm gonna go back up to these ones I've not seen yet. Bit of a freebie. So this is where I start to regret. I have a plan and I've ignored it, and that's going to be my downfall, isn't it? Defending this outpost. I'm going to die now. Let's go for the drones first. Weapons second. Oh, there's Kev levelling up a bit for me each time I get shot, which is quite handy, but I kind of need those shields of mine to stay good. I'm not going to mess around with this one because for some reason if a ship's orange it usually beats the hell out of me. Well, if it's a rebel, I mean, they are the enemy after all. But, okay, they died pretty quickly. Let's hope the people I've risked my life for are grateful. Alright, great. 2 fuel and 14 scrap for saving your entire planet. Yeah. I mean, the fact it's scrap as well is a bit insulting. You just kind of, you looked around and you got any old metal that was just lying around and threw it at me. There's a shop up here. Was a chance to release a slave or something. Hull laser 2. I've never been to Hull. Hull Smasher. I wonder who that is. Required power 3. No, I'm not bothering with that. Stealth weapons. No. Oh, Vitas Vanus seems like such a great name. Oh, Debbie, actually. How on earth could I ever pass up a praying mantis called Debbie on my crew? Let's sell the charge laser, because, well, it's junk. Repair the ship and spend the rest of my cash on fuel and missiles. Sorry, Nellis. Right, see, now this is where my plan's kind of fallen apart because I've got to make it to the distress signal when the exit. Cool. That's worth it. Right, we can't let these get away. But I probably will. And then, again, that'll just wreck my whole plan. Should probably have updated my shields looking at that now. Now they're out. In hindsight, shields are pretty important when you're in space. Oh, man. Well, that's a highly frustrating outcome, really. One thing I like about the oxygen in this is if you open doors that are into oxygenated rooms, the oxygen fills them up quicker. So we won't risk Kev. We'll send Charlie into the airless room full of explosives and see if he survives. Debbie can have a crack at it too. I forgot she was there. Bloody hell, Debbie. Part-timer. What's her skill? Nothing. She's a bug. Oh, Kev looks like he's got a bit hurt there. Let's go heal him up. Back to work. I was going to send Charlie to the medibay, but I think he may probably lose more than 7 health walking there. In fact, Debbie lost, 6 health. We'll leave her in the missile room, even though it is slightly prone to exploding at any time. Right, so I'm deep in enemy territory now. I'm probably going to hit an enemy on the cusp of this, am I? Oh, number of crew members. Ships fleeing from a small space station. What's wrong? Overrun by giant spiders. Usually when I click this, somebody dies. I'm going to leave him alone. Oh, we're to the exit just in time. Right. Cool. Well, that was nice and simple. Offer to solve their problem by launching a missile. I should have launched, I reckon. Okay, so that was the first round of it. Just to recap, I mean, I barely made it by the skin of my teeth by the looks of it. That's all the little worlds that have been wiped out by the rebel fleet. Or no, I'm the rebels, they're the Federation. I forget. I think they're the rebels. Let's say they're the rebels because they're rebelling against me. The civilian sector has been wiped out, and I have a choice between going to an uncharted nebula or a Zoltan-controlled area. Now, it looks like the Zoltans aren't too shabby. They'll probably be quite nice, and it'll give me a path through to another good one, another good one, and another good one. And then unavoidable badness for the rest of the way, pretty much. If I go through the nebula, I basically have good, nebula, nebula, bad, or good. So it's a mixed bag. I'll let you guys decide on what to do next. I'll stick a vote up if I can figure out how, but otherwise put a little note in the comment saying option 1 or option 2. Let me know what you thought of the first run through. I know it probably wasn't all guns blazing and super exciting, but for a first episode I'm quite happy. I'm hoping all the audio's been good, but yeah, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought. Any advice, let me know. I'm hoping that my what I'm calling Sheepdog's law of opening all the windows and letting all the oxygen out of the rooms you don't use, I'm hoping that'll be such a popular move that all the spacefaring humans in future will do that automatically. They'll call it the Sheepdog method. Yeah, I reckon I'll let you all have that one for free. So yeah, let me know. Uncharted Nebula or Zoltan controlled space. I'm going to save it for now, and what I'll do is I'll reconvene 2 days time. I'm going to say what it is, Tuesday today, so let's say I'll reconvene on Thursday. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let me know. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Tell me where to go next. Option 1 or option 2. Good or bad. So on and so forth. Thank you very much. Bye.